Beanies beer beach volleyball, and yes, the guys and gals. Although there was a cold snap last week, the students are still soaking up the rays and trying to forget final exams that are just around the corner. Some hotel managers say despite the economy, they've had a good season, and they hope it continues until the end of spring break, which traditionally ends on Easter weekend. And joining us now, Laura Copeland, to let us know if we're going to have a little sunshine in the way of weather coming up here.
I was just saying, it looks better there than it did here today. That's for sure. We decided at 5:30 that soupy was the only word that would describe what we had today. It was just
It's a perfect word.
Dreary out there today. Yeah. Believe it or not, though, South Alabama did see some sun. It got up to about 74 in Mobile, but
lucky dogs.
But it looks like things are getting better for us for the rest of the week. We'll go ahead. But first, we do have an announcement for you. The Florence Electricity Department has an announcement. There will be a power interruption for early Wednesday, about midnight tonight. It'll last approximately for 2 hours, and the areas affected will be mostly west of North Florence, at the substation on Mitchell Street and on Cypress Mill Road past our station here. And there will be another one on Old Jackson Road between Cox Creek Parkway and Cypress Mill Road. That'll be for about a minute at about 2 a.m. So if you've got an alarm clock, you may want to have an alternate means of waking up in the morning if the power goes off.
That's right.
All right, we'll go ahead and show you our current conditions outside there right now. It's cloudy out there. The temperature is 62 degrees. The humidity is at 78%. The barometer is on the rise. The winds are out of the northwest at 7. We'll be back in just a minute with your complete 15 forecast.
You saw it in the newspaper. You heard folks talking about it. You ask yourself, is this sale for real? You bet it is. Royal Furniture's fantastic trade-in sale. Your old furniture is worth hundreds toward the purchase of new home furnishings. Trade in your old furniture regardless of condition. Living rooms, bedrooms, dinettes, curios, lamps, and more. All worth big bucks toward the purchase of new furniture at Royal. Come in today and make your purchase from our tremendous selection. And Royal will pick up your furniture when they deliver. Royal's big trade-in sale. Going on now, Franklin Shopping Center, Russellville, and Red Bay. Here's the tractor deal of a lifetime from Tom Smith Lawn and Tractor, 320 North Wood Avenue, Florence.
Would you buy a John Deere lawn tractor if you could pick one up for the same price as some other mowers?
Sure.
Now you can get a 12.5 horse John Deere for under $2,000 while supplies last.
That's right, under $2,000 for the light, versatile John Deere STX. Limited time only at Tom Smith Lawn and Tractor during John Deere Days. Remember, $2,000 only at Tom Smith Lawn and Tractor, Northwood Avenue, Florence.
Youngsters of today are free from many of the diseases yesteryear's children had to face. Immunizations work, but parents have to take the first step. Call your physician or your county health department today.
All right, we'll start by taking a look at our national cloud cover map. You can see right out here off the coast will be our next substantial weather maker. That won't hit us till about next week. But right now, today, pretty out on the west coast. California getting a lot prettier weather than we did. A lot of the substantial precipitation that did fall today was in the southeast. We'll show you a closer look at that. You can see Florida, still this very heavy cloud cover. They're still getting thunderstorms at this time. Georgia and South Carolina, they were having the Masters coming up this weekend, trying to get in some practice rounds today, and it was a little bit too damp for that. You can see some still light cloud cover over Alabama and Mississippi. The heavier stuff has moved east as the system moves on out and dissipates. This cloud cover will bring fog for us starting tonight and continuing into the evening. You can see exactly where the heaviest precipitation is on the radar summary. Just little spots showing up in Missouri, but again, the heaviest stuff down in Florida. Pretty good bit of rainfall for them. South Alabama did get some last night, though. I think Dothan got about 1.5 inches. We'll go ahead and move on for our lows tonight. Mild temperatures continuing. A little bit colder tonight than it was last night with the 40 degrees for us. We had 50s for last night, but we move on to our highs today. Tomorrow, you'll be able to see exactly how much it is warming up for the rest of the week. 70s. It's going to be great. You can see the teens, though, up north. It's still winter time for those folks, but you know, at least it's not us, right? All right, you can see for Wednesday, though, pretty pretty day shaping up for us. This system that is going over our heads will do exactly that. It will stay above us. No precipitation for the week, just like we thought. Passing shower possible on Thursday. It is bringing some showers for the central part of the United States. We'll go ahead and take a look at our forecast, though, right now. Tonight, mostly cloudy. That fog's going to be rolling on in there, folks. Low temperature at 52 degrees. The winds will be light. Tomorrow, the fog will be clearing out by noon, but when you get up in the morning, you may want to plan to leave just a few minutes early. The high temperature is 75 degrees. It's looking pretty good. The winds out of the northwest at 5 to 10. Tomorrow night, mostly clear. The low temperature as the mild temperatures continue at 51 degrees. We move on into Thursday, partly cloudy. Like I said, there is a chance for a passing shower that day, but that's going to be the only chance we'll see for rain. It's going to be warming up. A heat wave's headed our way as we hit the 80s on the weekends. Looking great. Mary?
Sounds great, Laura. Thanks. And stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hungry as a bear but short on dough? Tourway Pancake Restaurant on Florence Boulevard now has 3 breakfast specials under $1. That's right, 3 great breakfast specials at just 99 cents each. How about fluffy biscuits and sausage gravy, just 99 cents? 2 farm fresh eggs the way you like them, with grits and toaster biscuit, only 99 cents. Or choose sausage and biscuit with coffee, 99 cents. It's breakfast under $1 from your friends at Tourway Pancake Restaurant, Florence Boulevard.
When you need paging, think 389-1301, Communi-Pak Paging. When you need wide area paging, think 389-1301, Communi-Pak Paging. Competitive rates, 389-1301, Communi-Pak Paging. When you need paging reliability, multiple transmitter tower locations, think 389-1301, Communi-Pak Paging. Wide area coverage, quality equipment, multiple sites, competitive rates, 389-1301, locally owned and operated, Communi-Pak Paging.
Are you ready for some hot music?
I'm ready.
Are you ready for exciting programming like 2 for Tuesday?
I'm ready.
Are you ready for the very best music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and today?
We're ready.
Then you're ready for WXFL 96.1 FM, and X marks the spot.
The cutting edge and the quick hits are right here on 96X.
WXFL 96.1 FM.
A year ago in New York State, a home buyer sued the seller because they didn't tell the buyer that the house was haunted, and they won. Cases like this drive real estate agents crazy, so now there's a push to get sellers to tell all about their homes. Here's more.
Like nearly 1 million Americans this spring, Amy Giacomini and her family are putting their home up for sale. But unlike most, she's going to tell prospective buyers everything that's wrong with her house in writing.
I want to know every crack in every wall. If I'm buying a home, I want to know every detail.
Whoever buys her home certainly will. Amy has filled out a seller disclosure form similar to this one. She's required to tell all about the condition of her roof, basement, plumbing, heating, and electrical systems, appliances, and any problems in the neighborhood that might affect her property's value. What does this do for a seller?
An understanding between buyer and seller prior to the close gives an opportunity for any concerns to be aired and to be looked into and hopefully be dispelled and have a both happy buyer and seller.
The realtors got behind seller disclosure when they discovered that they were being sued by buyers angry that they weren't told everything that was wrong with the house they bought. Coldwell Banker has just become the first major company to require seller disclosure in all its company-owned offices. In California and Maine, it's the law. Sellers must fill out a seller disclosure form, and the realtors want it law in all 50 states. But that doesn't mean that this is going to benefit everyone equally. Suppose someone wanted to buy your house, and you gave them this list of everything that's wrong with it. What do you think they're going to do with this?
They could get the house for a lower price, lower asking price, or, you know, there's more bargaining involved.
And don't expect the form to tell you everything. The seller may not know.
We find that most owners really don't know the technical condition of the property. They don't know how long a roof will last or if there's a crack in the heat exchanger. So you really need a home inspection in conjunction with the disclosure form to have a full package.
As for Amy, she's prepared. She's got her seller disclosure and an inspection. For NBC News, I'm Bob Pisani.
In money news now from Wall Street, the Dow ended the day down almost 62 points to close at 3213. Trading was heavy as 205 million shares changed hands. Declines led advances by over a 3-to-1 margin. Now here's a check of stock closings of local interest. The Duke Blue Devils are celebrating after deep sixing Michigan's Fab Five. Mike's in next with a look back at the NCAA championship. And we'll join him live at UNA's University Field, where the Lions are taking on the Gamecocks. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
The Democrat Union delivers the news. The Democrat Union, a part of Lawrence County for 106 years, caring about Lawrence Countying's local business, local schools, and always fighting for progress for Lawrence County. Look for the 2-for-1 coupon in the Democrat Union and send a free subscription as a gift, or for a limited time, take a discount on your own subscription or renewal. If you care about Lawrence County, subscribe to the Democrat Union, first in Lawrence County for your hometown news. Look for the coupon.
Would you like to increase your bottom line? Would 2 or 3 more clients per month added to your present customer base put extra cash in your pocket? If the answer to this question is yes, then you should seriously consider the benefits of putting the AnswerComm services team to work for you. A properly answered telephone can add profit to your bottom line. Think about it. How many customers are you losing with an answer machine? Probably more than you think. Call AnswerComm services today at 381-7283. That's 381-7283.
No one would ever believe a blind and deaf girl from Alabama could become an international symbol of strength and achievement. No one except one special teacher who helped make a miracle happen. At Helen Keller Hospital, we know miracles happen, and we also know that even miracles sometimes need a little help. Helen Keller Hospital, where miracles begin.
And Mike joins us now live from University Field at UNA. Mike, how's the game going so far?
Well, Mary, not too well for UNA. They're off to kind of a slow start, but only trailing 2-1 in the third inning now to Jack State. I heard you and Laura talking about the soupy conditions, and actually about in the last half hour, all the clouds have blown out of here. It is a gorgeous night for baseball, and so you still have time to get out here to University Field. Lions taking on the Gamecocks, who have won the last 2 Division II national championships, but the Lions are red hot right now. They have played well lately. They jumped back into the poll this week at number 10. Now, coming into this one, they'd won 7 in a row. They're 7-1 in the Gulf South Conference, which gives the Lions a 2-game lead over Delta State. Mike Lane really likes the way his team's playing. You get a look as the Gamecocks are up to bat in the third inning. We'll have highlights of this game for you tonight at 10. Major League Ball this afternoon, Joe DiMaggio throwing out the first pitch at Yankee Stadium, but he didn't like this. Boston's Phil Plantier cranks one off Scott Sanderson. That one's into the seats. The game was tied 1-1. But later, Roger Clemens couldn't hold a 1-run lead. Danny Tartabull takes one off the fist. It gets through, and the Yankees go on to win 4-3. Also, the Cubs beat the Phillies by the same score. Meanwhile, how about those Duke Blue Devils? Duke beating Michigan last night to become the first repeat champion since UCLA did it in 1973. When it came down to it, though, the Blue Devils' experience, their tournament savvy, was all too much for Michigan's Fab Five. And Mike Krzyzewski got big contributions from several of his key players. Bobby Hurley was named the most outstanding player in the Final Four. He held Duke together throughout their run as the #1 team in the country this season. Grant Hill slashed his way through Michigan's defense for 18 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. Thomas Hill had 19 points and 7 boards. And Christian Leitner, after a miserable first half, scored 14 in the second to lead Duke 71-51. In Durham, thousands of Duke students celebrated around a bonfire, and several of them without their clothes. But that was nothing compared to what took place in Ann Arbor. Police had to use tear gas to break up a crowd of 5,000 to 6,000. The students pelted police with rocks, bottles, and just about anything else they could get their hands on. Well, you may not have noticed because of all his flashy jackets and his new spectacles, but the Big O is just a shadow of himself now. Orrin has lost, now get this, 67 pounds. That's right, the Big O, the Tommy Lasorda of angling now. He's a lean, mean fighting machine. And here he is with tonight's Shoals Fishing Report.
Good evening. The Hamilton Bassmasters Club held their spring open on Cedar Creek Lake. This tournament was won by the team of Victor Porter and Terry Ezel. Here's Victor and his daughter Megan showing the largemouth that added a lot of weight to their string and also won the big fish pot. This bass would win most tournament big fish pots. It weighed in at 11 pounds, 15 ounces. Second place honors went to Ronnie and Terry Pollard. And here's Kirk Behrman with another beautiful Wilson Lake smallmouth. Kirk was fishing plastic lizards and deep diving crankbaits. He wouldn't say what he caught this bronzeback on, but I feel it was a crankbait. A lot of you have been asking about the Wilson Lake Monday night tournament. Well, we're glad to tell you it is back. Started April the 6th. The tournament is Monday nights from 6 to 10 p.m. Tournament site is a Lock 6 ramp. Entry fee, $12 per boat with a 100% payback. See you at Lock 6 Monday nights at 6. More fishing tomorrow. Be here.
If you've had a great day fishing or finally made that big catch and would like to see it on the fishing report, bring it by Big O's Bait and Tackle or phone Big O at 764-2446.
And once again, we are live at UNA's University Field. The Lions trailing Jacksonville State right now in the third inning. Score is 2-1. We'll see if the Lions can come back, and we'll have highlights for you tonight at 10. Mary?
Okay, thanks, Mike. Are there a lot of fans out there right now?
Right now, quite a few people are coming in. We're seeing more and more people. I think once the weather started clearing up, people decided to come out, and good crowd for UNA. Hopefully the Lions can pull it together.
Okay, thanks a lot, Mike. That's Mike Yen live at University Field, and the live shot is a community service of WOWL-TV and Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
If you could be the executive producer, would you choose to watch this great athlete, this one, this writer fulfill his dream, or a team sport like basketball? Well, in the summer of '92, you can choose, because in addition to NBC network coverage, there will be the Olympics Triplecast. For the first time, you may choose from 3 different events on 3 separate cable channels for 15 days, 24 hours a day. Now you have the control to choose the event that you want to see. The Olympics Triplecast. Call 1-800-OLYMPIC. A whole new way to see the games. For the first time in the history of the games, the Olympics Triplecast lets you choose what you want to see, when you want to see it. For more information, call 1-800-OLYMPIC.
Wanted, hired hand, able to pull 850 pounds, willing to work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, no vacation or sick leave, must sleep in tool shed.
If you were to run this classified ad, how many responses do you think you'd get? Besides the one from your local Honda dealer. Honda 4Trax ATVs, made in the USA, to work in the USA.
Longshore Cycle Center, 913 Mitchell Boulevard, Florence.
Well, that's about it for the local report. Stay tuned now for In the Heat of the Night, and NBC News will continually cut in, telling you the latest news on the presidential primary. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here tonight at 10.